Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Shivanti. So today's video is going to be a compilation of creepy, scary stories. Shivanti, enough that we get to see your face on a weekly basis. It'll separate creepy stories where it won't be like my face and all. It'll be interesting only. So please watch. Basically, I'm going to share with you guys few stories that actually scared me a little bit, and also people who've posted this online claims that these things happened for real. Again, I'm not a detective or I'm not a scientist like some of you guys out there to do a research on this. I just read some sort of crap online, and if I feel that it is a bit interesting, I just come out here and share it with you guys in a pure intention of delivering something different from all my monotonous content like skincare videos, makeup videos, vlog videos which are of no use. So in case if you're thinking that I'm making all these things up, to be honest, I don't have that much stuff. This is especially for all the FBI aunties and uncles out there who were bothering me in my last chit chat video. See, why do you have to waste your precious time in my useless videos? Yes, I call my own videos useless only. So instead of wasting your time here, do something useful. Go for a walk. It is good for your BP. Spend some time with your grandchildren. Spoil their life also. Do something, but don't come to me. I really like watching those scary story time, compilation TikTok videos online. I mean, TikTok is not available in India, but I used to watch those TikTok compilation videos on YouTube. It will be very, very interesting. I won't even know how time goes by. I just watch those videos for hours and hours together. So I just wanted to make one such video in my channel as well. So basically what I wanted to say is that the concept is derived from those videos, okay? And also in case if you're not interested in ghosts and if you're interested in creepy stalkers, I made 2 videos in the past. It will be very, very interesting. You can even go and check those out. Most of the stories, names and the places wouldn't have been mentioned. I just wanted to put that out before itself. Now let's get started off with the first story. A little girl with her entire family moved into a 2-story house, and one day after finishing her school, she came home. She opened the door and she found that the entire house was completely dark. She was a bit frightened, though she was a bit used to the situation. Her parents used to come late from work sometimes and she has to, stay alone till they come. But this time it was a bit weirder, and also she was a bit scared because the house was a new house. She wasn't really used to that house, so she didn't know what to do. She was just standing on the doorway and she started calling out for her mom. And she suddenly heard her mom singing from the upstairs room, and she got a little bit better and she started climbing over the stairs to get into that room. The singing was very, very faint, so halfway through she again called out to her mom to get some other kind of response from her, but she didn't give any other response. She was just singing. So this little girl just made up her mind and started climbing towards that particular upstairs room, and suddenly a door cracked open downstairs. When she looked down, her mom was standing there and she was calling out to her, and she was shocked. She immediately went downstairs, and since the singing sound was very, very faint, she wasn't really sure if it was from that upstairs room or it was from somewhere else. But after she went down, she clearly heard someone slowly opening the upstairs room, like the cracking sound of a door opening. She was able to hear that sound very, very clearly. So she just peeked into that room. It was completely dark, but the door was a little bit open, and she had this deep sensation as though someone was standing there and staring at her. See, looking at a dark space and getting a sensation that someone's watching you from there is a very common thing, I guess, because whenever I lie on the floor beside a bed and whenever I turn towards the bed, from under the bed I feel like someone's staring back at me. It is a very common sensation, I guess. But a door opening automatically, and especially you heard someone singing from that particular room before, from that door you feel like someone's watching you, is altogether a different sensation. I don't know, she was a kid. I don't think people would have even believed her. It would have been a bit traumatizing. I don't know what happened next because she didn't give any kind of update. Anyway, let's move on to the story number 2. Another story with the same house moving concept, but this one would be a bit interesting. So what happens, one family moves into a new house, and every single one in that family, would start feeling uncomfortable after they moved into that house. They weren't really sure why or what made them feel that way, but they always felt uncomfortable. They always felt like they were being watched, and they always felt like they weren't alone, okay? And especially when they were at their daughter's room, they felt extra uncomfortable and extra weird, but they weren't able to give a proper explanation for why they felt that. Bad. Oh, gave me a heart attack. Let's come back to the story. So what will happen, sometimes automatically the shower door will start will start rattling as if someone's trying to come inside the room from the bathroom, and automatically sometimes the TV will switch on. And also this girl has mentioned that whenever she FaceTimed her friend, they'll always say that they felt like something's moving in the background. Experiencing all this family very badly wanted to move out of that house, and they also decided to move out. And just exactly 1 week before moving out, one of the girl's friends would have come over to be with her, and this girl would be in her bedroom doing something, and this girl's friend will be lying in the couch in the living room. Okay, this girl will be doing something, and suddenly she'll hear her friend screaming her name in fear. So she immediately goes down to check what has happened, and her friend will start yelling at her, saying like, why the hell do you have to stand and watch me sleep? Like, what's wrong with you? This, that, and everything. And this girl will finally try and calm her friend down and make her understand that she just came down hearing her scream, and she wasn't standing there and watching her sleep. It was something else. But that friend was swearing to God that she saw her standing there and watching her sleep. If ghosts too, just imagine your mom, dad, or brother is just standing and watching you sleep. You open your eyes and the first thing you see is someone standing and watching you. I would have died. If you want to kill somebody, do this. Just go to their room when they're sleeping. Go and stand beside the bed like this. This should be the first thing that they see as soon as they open their eyes. They'll die. Story number 3. So there was a lady driving her car, and suddenly she felt like someone's following her very, very closely, and to her surprise, someone was actually following her. A car was following her from behind, and it was following her very, very closely. They were trying to indicate something to her. Basically, they were trying to stop her car, but this lady was very, very scared because it was late at night and she didn't want to take any chance, so she started driving very fast. And this person, they did not leave her. They continued to follow her very closely, and they did not just leave her like that. They kept on honking. They also turned on and off the light and to somehow stop her vehicle, but she was very, very scared. There weren't a lot of people around for her to ask for help as well. So without stopping, she somehow managed to drive till her house, and now she had to get out of the car quickly and get inside the house and lock herself inside safe. But this was a task. As soon as she opened the door, the person from the other car also jumped outside, and to her surprise, it was a very large man, and that man was shouting at the top of his voice, asking her to go inside, lock her door, and immediately call 911. She was really, really confused. She didn't know for why this man is asking her to go inside and call 911, but still she just went inside, locked herself inside, and called 911. And then they found something. And after the police arrived, it turned out to be the man's headlights. When the man was driving, his headlights illuminated the car in front of him, which is the lady's car, and in that second he saw someone from the back seat trying to grab that lady, and he was just able to see the silhouette of a man. Okay, so he wasn't really sure what it was, so that's the reason why he constantly kept following her. He constantly was honking at her and turning the lights on and off to distract whatever it was that was behind her trying to grab her. That was basically the end of the story. They didn't actually say what it exactly was, if it was a man or if it was something else. It just got over abruptly, but it was creepier and scarier. So ladies, whenever you're driving, just check your car before taking it. This story number 4, is also from a guy, and again his name wasn't mentioned. So this guy was basically in his room writing an essay for his history class. I am very, very tired, dude, with all this expression and all this storytelling. I don't know, I don't think so I could ever do this again. So yeah, basically this guy will be upstairs in his room writing an essay for his history class. He'll be so much into it, and suddenly he'll hear his mom calling out his name, and he'll ask what, but his mom wouldn't reply. She'll just call his name again, and he'll get very, very irritated. See, this happens a lot with parents, especially my father. I don't know like what he thinks. He'll just go to the terrace, stand there and just shout my name, and he expects me to drop whatever that I'm doing and just go there and answer him. He wouldn't say what it is if I'm shouting from downstairs, "Appa, what na?" He won't respond. I have to go there and ask what it is, and then only he'll respond. It'll be very, very annoying, and just like that, this guy gets very, very irritated because he didn't want to break his train of thoughts because he was so much into that essay. But anyway, he just went downstairs to ask his mom what it was she was calling his name out for. And when he went downstairs, he wasn't able to find his mom, so he again called her, and this time again his mom would call out his name, and this time the sound will be coming from the basement. Okay, so this this guy will go to the basement, and when he opens the basement door, and to his surprise the basement will be very dark, so he'll get confused, like is she really down there without even switching on the lights? So to make sure that, he'll again call out to his mom, and again that lady will call his name out, but in a weird tone in the sense, see, even when he was in the upstairs room, she would have called in the same tone, and even when he's a bit closer, she would have called his name out in the same tone without reducing the intensity. Do you get what I'm saying? Like if you are at a distance from a person, and if you want to call that person, you'll call that person loud, right? And when he's closer, you'll automatically reduce your voice tone, whatever it is, right? But this lady will call that guy's name with the same tone, and he'll be weirded out, like what's happening. He'll switch the lights on and go to the basement to check what she's doing. He won't be able to find her, and in that particular basement there will be a walk-in closet in the sense, it is a closet, but you won't be able to just walk into it. You basically have to crawl into it. Okay, the space will be really small. So that closet would be the only space he wouldn't have checked in that entire basement. So what he'll do, he'll slowly go near that closet to see if his mom was really inside the closet, but to make sure that, because he was kind of feeling a bit weird at that point, because his mom was constantly calling out his name, she wasn't even responding anything else other than his name, so he would have gotten confused. So before getting into the closet, he just wanted to make sure one last time. So he again called out to his mom, but this time nobody will answer. It'll be very silent. He'll get scared. He'll just run out of the basement, close the door, and immediately call to his mom's cell, and to his surprise, his mom would pick up the call and say that she was out in the grocery shop. Finally, his mom and dad would come home, and they would never believe what this kid said. That is the end of the story. Pavam no, kids are. So yeah, that would be the last story. So please let me know if you guys like this video. In case if you did, I would continue doing these kind of videos. If you don't like these kind of videos, also please let me know, because I've just stopped doing these kind of videos and concentrate on something interesting. Okay, now thank you so much for hanging on till the end. In case if you like the video, as I said, please don't forget to hit the like button, and also if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please make sure to do that. And what else? Like, share, subscribe, and comment down and let me know your thoughts. That's it. Ta-ta.